Take a look at this car. It uses algae for fuel. Isn't it crazy that this car can move because of algae found in the ocean? Now take a look at this lake filled with algae. What if there was an app on your phone that let you upload the picture of this lake and other information about it? What if this app also told you the science behind algae and told you how you can get an algae-powered car? That would be pretty awesome. Meet Cory. She is a mobile app developer. A mobile app developer creates apps that people use on their phones and tablets. Right now, Cory is developing an app that will turn any person into a scientist. People can become scientists through citizen scientist projects. Citizen scientist projects allow regular people to help scientists conduct research on different topics. Citizen scientists might make observations about rocks and trees they see while climbing a mountain, or they might also take photos underwater to catalog the animals they encounter. Many citizen scientist projects have apps that allow people to upload their data. Because most people have cell phones or tablets, it's easy for people to whip out their phone and input their observations. Cory's app will allow citizen scientists to make observations about what happens during solar eclipses. A solar eclipse is the shadow of the moon falling on Earth when the moon moves between the Earth and the sun. Solar eclipses don't happen very often, and they can happen in faraway places, so scientists need all the help they can get from citizen scientists. Today, Cory is creating a wireframe to show what the app will look like. A wireframe includes a series of images with pictures and words that show what the app will look like. So far, Cory has sketched out what the home page will look like when you open the app. There will be 4 options with buttons to click on. For option 1, you can watch an animation showing how solar eclipses happen. The animation will explain that a solar eclipse can happen for more than 2 hours. At first, the moon only blocks a little bit of sunlight, and people on Earth barely notice any difference. As the moon continues to move, it gets darker and cooler, and light and temperature can change. When the Earth, moon, and sun finally line up perfectly, it's called totality, and it gets so cool that you might have to put a jacket on. Finally, the moon moves past the sun and it gets brighter and warmer on Earth again. For option 2, you can learn about animals that are affected by the solar eclipse. Many animals get confused during an eclipse because the temperature changes and it gets dark in the middle of the day. Crickets start chirping, and you may even hear a wolf howl. For option 3, citizens can input all of the data they collect during a solar eclipse. This includes information on how animals behave and other data like temperature change, before, during, and after the eclipse. It gets dark and darker on Earth as the moon slides in front of the sun, and then it gets brighter as the moon moves away from the sun. But the temperature doesn't work the same way. The drop in temperature doesn't match up with how much of the sun is covered, and it's different depending on where the eclipse is happening. Weird, right? The next solar eclipse in the United States is not happening until 2024, but almost every year you can see a total solar eclipse somewhere in the world. This is why it is important to have an app that people can use anywhere, anytime, and record data on solar eclipses. Can you think of an app that you would want to design for a citizen scientist project? Now it's your turn to be an app developer and go on an adventure.